This project aims to compile a baseline of sites at which weeds pose a threat to environmental assets, i.e. threatened species, ecological communities, or rare and endangered plants or animals. In New South Wales, there is a legislative requirement to control weed species that threaten biodiversity. To meet this requirement, information is needed on the weed species that threaten biodiversity and the biodiversity at risk, as well as sites where weed control will lead to conservation outcomes for such threatened species. Such information has been a major impediment for the delivery of weed control for conservation outcomes in the past, with many land managers requiring information on priority sites for management. Weeds are considered to be one of the major threats to biodiversity in New South Wales, with almost half of all species listed under the threatened species legislation being threatened by weeds. Firstly, a list of sites that contain weeds and priority assets has been compiled and evaluated from a wide range of data sources, from which a map has been produced. Secondly, these sites have been evaluated through site assessments to determine the exact nature of the risk present to the threatened species. To achieve this, a rapid site assessment tool has been drafted to enable quick site assessments prior to management, to ensure that management occurs at priority locations. The site assessment determines the actual status of the weed species present, the threatened species present, the likely level of threat posed by the weed species, and whether there are other threats which might not be manageable. This project will deliver a map of about 400 priority environmental sites across southeastern New South Wales and the tools to enable rapid assessment of each site and the development of a simple weed management plan.